I think what makes TABspace truly special is the way that it fosters a community. You bring together hundreds, thousands of people who all love computer science, and you give them a space to flourish, to interact, to generate relationships with one another that are more meaningful than they would find elsewhere. That's what we've done here at TABspace.
I discovered through TABspace what really matters to me in my personal relationships. I discovered that my previous boyfriend used Nano. So that was the end of that.
I'm Bailey Bloom. I'm here with Sebastian Miner and Jack Hill, and this is our TABspace project. So we can start by running TABspace, and you'll be brought to this home screen that lets you log in or create a new account. So we can hit log in, and we've already generated profiles for everyone who's in Bowie's systems programming class from the TA list that has all the names on it. So we can log in to my account. My password is just my username. And this will bring us to a home screen with some options. So I can view my profile. You can see I have a username, favorite editor, choice of tabs or spaces, favorite data structure, favorite shell, favorite OS, and favorite cowsay. So I can press enter to return back to the home screen. I can hit edit profile, and I can edit any of these fields. So let's say I want to change my favorite editor from Vim to Emacs. Then I can hit 0 and set my favorite editor to be Emacs, and it will say my field's been successfully updated. I can hit done, and then this will take me back to the home screen. I can view my profile, and now my favorite editor is set as Emacs. And this also updates in the database.json file that holds all our information. So you can see that here, if I so this is the database with everyone's profiles, randomly generated friends. And if I refresh this, then I should be able to relaunch new database, and we can see that if we go to my profile, bbloom1, bbl, hold on, alphabet's difficult, bbloom1, I have to log out for it to reset. Whoops, let's log off. And then if I log back in by launching TABspace, view profile, my favorite editor is still set as Emacs, and now if I refresh this, let's go to new database, find my username, and favorite editor is set to Emacs. So it updates the JSON when you log out of your profile. So now I can view my friends, and we've randomly generated a list of friends for everyone when we generate the database. But if I want to add someone to my friends list, I can hit add friends. It'll show me % similarities to certain other people based on similar fields that I have with those people. So let's say I want to add a Slavin. I can hit yes, I want to add someone. I can add a Slavin, and it will send him a friend request. And then if I log into a Slavin's account now, can hit log in, go a Slavin, password is username. I can go to view friend requests, and you'll see that here's a request from bbloom1, and I can say that yes, I want to accept his friend request. We'll add each other then to each other's friends list. So I can go back to the main menu, go to view friends for a Slavin. You'll see bbloom1 is on that list. Similar kind of thing works for messages. So if I'm a Slavin, I can send a message now to bbloom1. I can send the message hello. It'll send the message, and now if I log out and go to my own personal profile and hit view messages, I will see I have a message from Slaven that says hello. I can also view another person's profile here. Whose profile would I like to view? I can say Slaven, and now since we're friends, I can view his whole profile. But let's say I want to view someone's profile that I'm not friends with. So I can say, let's say I want to view jhill9's profile. I can go to view another profile, jhill9, and we are not friends. So let's say I have to add him to learn more about them. Would I like to see our mutual friends? Sure, let's see if we have any mutual friends. We do. We have 4 mutual friends. So that, I think, is the main features of TABspace here. We have a generate script as well that generates our profile, our database for us. We have a hashing function that hashes everyone's passwords and puts them into a database, so that way all the passwords are encrypted. You can see those here, that we have all our passwords encrypted. And we talked about how exactly those work in our previous code walkthrough video. And then as far as how we benchmarked, we used Jupyter Notebooks here, and we generated the times to generate the adjacency list of friends. And then we also timed the adding of the edges. Edges would be added based on friendships, so we timed that. And then we drew a graph. So you can see this graph shows 157 people, which is everyone in computer science in our grade, and then the number of friendships between them, 1,593, and the time it took to generate this graph, 3.8 seconds. So we ran these times with 10 users, 50 users, 100 users, and 1,000 and 10,000 users, and you can actually view those times. If I go, those times are saved in our presentation, which is right here. If we go to TABspace, you can see our benchmarking times are right here. So those are the times that it took based on a certain number of users to generate the adjacency list, the friendship edges, and the generation of the graph. So you can see, obviously, as the users went up, the times also increased pretty drastically to generate the friendship edges and then also the graph itself. So yeah, that is TABspace.